is attacked, gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise.
It's time to leave the dock. It's the Boater Map Live, making the most of your nautical lifestyle. Ease down the ramp and plot your course to the best boating info in Southwest Florida on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. And now, your hosts at the helm of the Boater Map Live, John and John.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. Welcome to the Boater Map Live, the Christmas edition of the Boater Map Live. We are brought to you each week by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the waterside, and the Old Fish House on Matlacha. That is your number one stop for music, fun, frolicking, motorcycles, cornhole, everything that related. So check that out. Anyway, all right, we are the Boater Map Live, brought to you on 1240 and 1270 The Fan here in Fort Myers, broadcasting all over the world, as you can listen to us online at thefan.am online.
All over the world?
All over yeah.
Very nice.
It's the internet.
It's the internet. I like that.
This is the Christmas edition.
It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. 86 degrees.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's why we live here, so we don't have to shovel snow.
That's right.
No. We don't have to use the heat in the house or wear galoshes.
Galoshes?
Yeah. That is an old term for boots that you... And then galoshes were the boots that you put on, and if you had them that just covered your shoes, they were called rubbers.
Oh, okay. So they go over your shoe.
They go over your shoe.
Very nice.
And they were made of rubber.
Okay.
And they kept your shoes from getting all salty and snowy and icy and yucky.
Yeah, it's
not to be confused with the other thing they're used for.
For fishing. Shrimping.
Okay.
Exactly.
I figured you'd say that.
I knew you would.
Okay, well, this is, like I said, the Christmas edition. My name's John. To my right is John. John is the owner of Crazy Lure in Cape Coral, located on the corner of...
Vincennes and Miramar.
That's nice. You said Vincennes. Okay.
Like
now,
that?
When I say the Christmas edition, the only thing different is we'll say Merry Christmas.
Exactly. Merry
That's
Christmas.
The difference. Now, the Boater Map is found in over 400 locations in Southwest Florida, in the Tri-County area. It is everything nautically related, whether it be where to buy a boat, where to get your boat fixed, where to buy bait and tackle, where to eat on water restaurants. Am I missing where to rent a boat?
Yeah.
And
yes.
Some other things like scuba gear.
Scuba gear, guns.
Guns?
Yes.
You need to be protected?
You are protected at all times.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a gun on your boat?
Actually, I do, yes.
Yeah.
You know, when you go out 20 miles, 30 miles.
You ever seen a pirate?
Well, you know, nowadays pirates look like us.
Well, I know.
Yeah, so I don't know if I've seen one or not.
Okay. All right. My boss looks like a pirate.
Well, yeah, you might.
He's 4'9". He weighs about 300 pounds. And he's got one leg and he's got a patch.
Yeah. Earring.
He does?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of tattoos and
yeah.
He's very short though.
He scares me.
He does. Okay. Where are we going to start now today? We are going to start with bait and tackles. Now, this is where you go to get your bait and your tackle. That's funny. I should say that on the Boater Map Live. By the way, if you want to take part in this show, call in if you're out on the water and you got a special spot that you don't want to tell anybody about, or if you have a special spot that you do want to tell somebody about, and I mean fishing related, or anything related that's related to what's in the Boater Map, give us a call at 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN. And once again, you can listen online at thefan.am. Where are we going to start with bait and tackles?
We're going to start today with Cape Tool and Tackle over on Pine Island Road. Go see Wayne and his staff. He has some live bait. He has all your hard tackle and rod and reels. And he also has a good selection of clothing. He's located at 405 Northeast Pine Island Road.
He's got something new going on over there, too.
Yes, he has a brand new facility in the back, totally fenced in, 5 acres, where you can store your boat or camper there, and nice. The fee is unbelievable. So if you're used to storing your boat and camper somewhere, per month you're going to cost you $150, $200. They usually go by per foot.
Yeah.
You know, Wayne just charges a flat fee over there, and it's fenced in. you don't have to worry about anything happening to your boat, but you do sign a contract with him saying, it's on you when you put it in there. But great facility over there if you need a place to store your boat or camper.
Okay, and down in Bonita, we have from friends Ken and the guys at Jamel at Master Bait and Tackle. They're on Bonita Beach Road, right near Imperial Shores Boulevard, in between 41 and where the big Bonita Beach curve is there. And they got quite a selection down there at Master Bait.
Yeah, and their clothing is sold all over the country.
Well, that's because of how many places are that got a catchy phrase like that?
I mean, yeah.
Master Bait and Tackle.
Yeah, exactly. What's the catchphrase?
Master Bait and Tackle.
No.
Oh, what do you mean? What's their logo?
Yeah.
They have a logo too. You can't beat our bait.
There it is.
Yeah,
that's it right there.
All right. What do you think of that, Paul? Yeah, Paul likes it.
Yeah, he likes it.
Okay. What do you got?
I got Venture Out Charters, and they are located inside of Cape Harbor, beside the locks.
We're doing bait and tackle right now.
They should have bait and tackle.
They do.
Okay.
All right.
I'm on the right page now.
You are?
Yes.
Okay. Just keeping you legal, keeping you honest. On the way to Fort Myers Beach, by the way, Venture Out, where are they located?
Well,
yeah.
I was going to do that. 5828 Cape Harbor Drive, building site 201.
Well, an easier way of telling the listeners where they're located, not so much the address, but they're in Cape Harbor, right on the pier there, right on the water.
By the lock.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think I said that before you cut
Did you?
off.
Yeah, you probably did.
Okay.
I'm not
well. I'm not finished yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to tell them about the great kayak rental they have.
All right.
Remember the special?
Well, should we talk about that now or when we get to boat rentals?
We'll talk about it later then.
I'm pissing you off, aren't I?
No.
Yeah, you're starting to slam things like a woman. You're walking away from me, aren't you?
I'm walking away.
Okay. Dick's Bait and Tackle is located in the Diversified Yacht Building on the way to Fort Myers Beach. Go see them there on the second floor. They have fuel, bait, they have a ship store, fishing tackle. And, of course, what bait and tackle would not be complete without beer and ice.
True. Got to have your ice and drinks when you go out. I also have Captain Rob's Bait and Tackle, located on Del Prado Boulevard. He has a wide selection of rods, reels, frozen bait, and live bait, and also custom rods.
You know Captain Rob?
Yes, I do.
Nice man.
Yeah, I like Captain Rob.
Very nice man.
Yeah. He also does charters out of there, too.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a Catch Fishing Charters is the name of his charters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So maybe we should call him and see if he's on the water right now.
I'm not sure. He likes to sleep late sometimes.
I don't get this. We try to get these fishing. We're out charting all the time. We're out there, and it's almost 9:00 on a Sunday, and everybody's asleep.
So you see, what you're forgetting, John, is that most of the time we let the customers say, "What time would you like to go fishing?" We give them a choice. You want to get up at 6, or do you want to wait till the sun comes up?
What is the best time to go for the fish themselves?
It depends on what the tide's doing. And in the winter, the tide's usually moving later in the morning because of the time change.
Uh-huh.
So it works out pretty good.
Do the fish know the times change?
Yeah, they have a calendar.
They do.
Fish lunar.
All right. One of the most wonderful places to go to for bait and tackle and is D&D Matt Lachey Marina. They're a bait and tackle company on Pine Island Road on the way out to Matt Lachey. And Debbie and her husband are there generally every day. I know she's there right now. In fact, they are so busy on Saturday or on Sunday mornings that you can't get in the place.
Yeah, they're boat ramps. And everybody getting into Matt Lachey there in Pine Island Sound, they back up pretty good.
There was a guy in there the other day when I was there. He was buying like 50 pounds of stone crab claws.
Wow.
I was amazed.
He's going to have a big cookout.
It's either their son or one of their younger employees in the back there. They've got buckets and buckets of claws.
Gotcha.
And they just,
Yeah, they usually do that every year, sell stone crabs.
Especially this time of year. People are going, festive. A festive time of year. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Day.
Exactly.
New Year's Eve. People like to eat. I know I do.
Yeah.
And
you like to eat stone crab.
You do?
Have you had one?
Of course I have.
Okay, well.
I'm a crustacean fan. My favorite crustacean, though, I'm from Boston. I'm a Bostonian, and I grew up eating lobster and what we call piss clams, which is the Ipswich clam, which is a clam that you eat the belly, too, not just the necks and the strips. You eat the whole clam, and which you do other clams, too. But this is a particularly tasty clam. And anyway, but I've gone through this stage of lobster and thinking lobster was the greatest thing in the world. And then now I have, as I've gotten older, Alaskan king crab or snow crab.
Yeah. I like them too.
Those are, they're just great without putting anything on them at all.
Wow.
They have such a flavor. They have such a natural flavor to them.
That's good.
What's your favorite crustacean? You can tell us at 338-4326, 338-4326. You're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. We're brought to you each and every Sunday by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. And we'll talk about what Image Charter and Yacht Sales does, just, because you're saying, what? Let us show you. What does that mean? Well, we'll tell you about it in a minute. And we're also brought to you by the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey, located just over the bridge on the right-hand side. Now, what else you got? You forgot to talk about Crazy Lure.
No, we hadn't forgot. We're just saving it to last.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Crazy Lure Bait and Tackle, located in Cape Coral. Open every day from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. We have all your live and frozen bait selection, as well as rod and reels and clothing.
What time did you get out last night?
Last night, I didn't leave the store till after 11 o'clock.
People night fishing?
Yes, it was. It was such a good day yesterday because of the weather, being this time of year.
Right.
All the kids are out of school.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing, I guess some people are doing some last-minute shopping, and they're like, oh, let's go fishing. It's such a great time. Everybody was coming in, so I said, I'm just keep the doors open for them.
Was it just a general flow, or was it really packed in there?
Well, one time yesterday, I had 23 people in there.
At the same time?
At the same time.
Wow.
So I had all three guys working. It was pretty cool. It was people having a good time talking. They was buying fishing licenses, live bait, all kind of things, last-minute stocking stuffers, stuff like that.
Was Bern working?
Bern was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was speaking German.
He was?
Yes.
That's probably a good advantage. Bern is one of John's employees over at Crazy Lure on Vincennes Street. He is from Germany, and that's a great advantage because of the amount of German tourists we have.
Yes. In Southwest Florida, we have one of the biggest German populations in Cape Coral.
We do?
Yes, we do.
That's why they have a German-American club here?
You got it.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, Oktoberfest out there. Anyway, I'm getting off the track because I'm not well. So now you had people were coming in and picking out what they needed from the store.
Uh-huh.
And were they happy because of the time of year? Are they generally in good mood?
Yes, they are. They're generally in a good mood. That's what I said. Everybody was talking and laughing. And I also have chairs in my shop, kind of like
yes,
what
you do.
Like.
Yeah.
You like D&D and their picnic table.
Exactly.
We have chairs, and there was people sitting on the floor, sitting in the chairs.
Right.
And having a good time. Yes.
They were picking and grinning.
Yeah, picking them fishing lures.
Yeah, picking and grinning. They're in a good mood, and they're picking out what they need. So they're picking and grinning.
Yeah.
My whole thing is not about the act of fishing and the act of boating. It's the camaraderie.
There you go.
I'm into camaraderie.
No, I can tell. That's part of it.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's like playing golf. Who wants to play golf? It's the camaraderie. Men out there eating fried chicken, drinking some beer, and playing golf.
Wow. Is that what you do when you play golf?
That's what my dad did.
Oh. Well,
I don't play golf.
I guess that's one way to burn the calories.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know about that. I think it's counterproductive to play golf, walk, and then drink beer and eat fried chicken at the same time.
Well, it probably would be.
It doesn't help with the grip on the club either. 338-4326, the number if you want to take part in this crazy show we call the Boater Map Live each and every Sunday morning from 8 to 9. Brought to you by ICYS, which is Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the water side. And speaking of Image Charter and Yacht Sales, and by the way, we're also brought to you by the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey, which is right across the bridge on the right-hand side. And it's your number one bike stop destination for those of you who ride motorcycles. Image Charter and Yacht Sales, Ted is one of the facilitators of that company along with Brandon, the owner. They were the guest in the studio last week. What Image Charter and Yacht Sales does is, you think of charters, you think mainly, I think, fishing, don't you, when you hear the word charter?
In Southwest Florida, you usually do.
Yeah.
You think of, it's a fishing charter.
Yeah, but it's not with them.
That's right. It is a luxury cruising, plan your own, pick your own trip.
Yeah, amen. Oh, yeah. That's great.
Anything that you can dream of, I think he said that they can do.
Yeah. My thoughts would be really seedy, though, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, we're going to refrain.
Yeah, we will. Oh, okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that you can rent a boat from them, and they'll completely stock it with food, beverages, and you can go anything from a day trip to a week.
And didn't he not mention that he was going to have you could do a 4-hour sunset cruise?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That he's coming up for season.
Exactly.
And they're thinking about installing one of their vessels. I don't know if installing is the right word, but docking one of their vessels at a major resort in the area.
Yeah.
And then we can't mention that resort, though, can we?
No, we can't.
Okay.
He said no.
Okay. we don't want to be sued by one of our own sponsors. That wouldn't be good.
Not good.
Okay, so now that's if you want to rent a charter and go out cruising around like that. But if you want to rent your own boat, then we can direct you in that aspect too. And one of them is my friend David, who is one of the owners of one of the Larry's Pawn Shops, the one on the corner of Del Prado and Cape Coral Parkway. If you're heading back towards Fort Myers across the Cape Coral Bridge, you've got to go. You got to go past Del Prado on Cape Coral Parkway, like you're going over the bridge, and right on the right-hand side, you'll see a Larry's Pawn. Now, next to Larry's Pawn is Calusa River Boat Rentals, and they have a special that if you talk about the boater map. Now, keep in mind, all these places, we're not going to give you addresses and phone numbers. We'll kind of give you directions, but you can go to theboatermap.com. You can go to the Boater Map Facebook page, or if you have a boater map in your hand, you'd be surprised all you got to do is you don't even have to have the boater map in your hand, and you call up David at Calusa River Boat Rentals, and you say, I want a boat for the day, and I saw it in the boater map. You get it all day for $199. That's, of course, plus fuel and tax.
But yeah, $199 all day.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I do not know of anybody around here, and that's a new 2014 Hurricane deck boat. That's not a little junky boat. That's a nice quality boat.
Yeah. It's not a canoe. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it doesn't have holes in it. Right.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about running out of gas and stuff.
Okay, what do you got? You don't have anything. You got nothing.
I got nothing.
Okay, well, you can go and rent kayaks over Adventure Out in Calusa Harbor like we were talking about before.
Yes.
They have an interesting special when you just say, hey, I heard it on the boater map, or I have a boater map in your hand, where you get one kayak and you get the second one for free. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah, you got to rent it for 2 hours though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you go in kayaking, you're probably going to do that anyway. No, maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
I used to guide out of a kayak.
Did
and
you?
It was funny how everybody comes saying, "We want to go kayaking," and about an hour into it, their arms and their shoulders are hurting. They're like, "Yeah,
can we go back now?
Yeah, we had enough of this."
Yeah, that'd be me.
Yeah.
That'd be me. We'll talk about how physically fit I am and the rest of the stuff that's in the Boater Map when we come back from break. Once again, you're listening to the Boater Map live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. We're brought to you each and every week by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side, and by the Old Fish House and Matt Lachey, just over the bridge on the right-hand side, your number one bike stop destination.
Image Charter and Yacht Sales has been Southwest Florida's premier charter and yacht broker for over 30 years. They can custom tailor your cruise aboard your very own private yacht. For a day, evening, or week-long trip, they can provide what you're looking for. These all-inclusive charters are just waiting. Let them show you Florida from the water side. And if you're looking to purchase, they offer quality vessels that are realistically priced, and they provide unsurpassed service. Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Call 954-816-0171 or find them online at imageyachtcharters.com.
Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard, Cape Coral Parkway. Winner of Best Seafood Market in Southwest Florida. Eat in or take out. This is the freshest seafood in town. Lobster Lady is Cape Coral's premier seafood market and bistro. Fresh fish, delicious shrimp, scallops, crab, and Lobster Lady's famous live North Atlantic lobster. I suggest starting with the famous lobster bisque with 2 ounces of chunked sweet fresh lobster on top. Lobster Lady's newly expanded bar features beers from around the world and a wine menu including varieties by the glass. Celebrate living in paradise. Visit LobsterLadySeafood.com for more information and specials.
Hey, Mary Beth here, the Lobster Lady. And fresh seafood and good wine are my passion. Come in and see our new bar and enjoy the best reasons to live on the Gulf. Seafood. Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
The Lobster Lady, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard and Cape Coral Parkway. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
Sailfish boats at Boaters Landing are built to last. There's no safer or more versatile boat on the water. Sailfish models from 19 to 32 feet available. The Sailfish is great for everything, from tournament fishing to family fun. Powered by Yamaha 4-stroke outboards. Come see the 2014 Sailfish models today at Boaters Landing. Sailfish, demand the difference.
Are you looking for the best bike night on Wednesdays? You'll find it at Old Fish House Marina and Restaurant on Matt Lachey. Old Fish House features fresh off-the-boat seafood in an old Florida atmosphere. Live music every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night. Plus, Saturdays are exciting Saturdays, featuring a different surprise every week. Old Fish House is right on the water in Matt Lachey, 4530 Pine Island Road, just after the Matt Lachey Bridge. From our docks to your table, you won't find fresher seafood. Like them on Facebook or visit oldfishhousemarina.com.
Welcome to Gulf Coast Suzuki Marine Sales and Service and Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida. Gulf Coast Suzuki is the home of the $59 an hour labor rate. That's right, certified marine repair on any vessel for only $59 per hour. Plus, if you're tired of that old boat and want a newer used boat or a brand new vessel, Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida has your boat, as we are a factory direct outlet. That's 2 great companies and 2 great locations in the Cape. 4419 Del Prado Boulevard and 2635 Pine Island Road. Visit our website or call us at 855-355-BOATS.
The party never ends at Junkanoo on the Beach. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. Junkanoo on the Beach is a full-service restaurant and bar offering open-air dining overlooking the white sandy beach on the Gulf of Mexico, both inside and outside seating, and featuring discounted appetizers every Saturday from 11:30 till 3, plus half-price pizza every Sunday from 11:30 till 3. Enjoy happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6. Junkanoo on the Beach, 3040 Estero Boulevard, Fort Myers Beach. Online at junkanooonthebeach.com. How do you take a great boating experience and make it better? Start with a better boat lift. Fix Marine Supply in Cape Coral offers only the best lifts with no weld aluminum construction, enclosed motors, all aluminum bearings, and a machine-grooved cable winder to protect the drive shaft and wind the cable cleanly every time. Up and over personal watercraft lifts allow smaller craft to be lifted and then rotated over the dock for easy maintenance. For a better lift, call Fix Marine Supply, Cape Coral. Find them online at fixmarinesupply.com.
Everyone knows if you want to catch fish, you gotta use the right bait. Crazy Lure is Cape Coral's premier saltwater and freshwater bait and tackle shop, featuring the best name brands in soft plastics, hard baits, and terminal tackle, plus the largest selection of fresh and frozen baits. And Crazy Lure is your fishing license headquarters. New, out-of-state, or renewals. Open every day at 6 a.m. Crazy Lure, just off Cape Coral Parkway at 4849 Vincennes Street in the Cape. Before you hit the water, go crazy at Crazy Lure Bait and Tackle.
What do you call your favorite little seafood restaurant with a sports problem? In Cape Coral, they call it the Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar. From the Caribbean to the Cape, the Twisted Conch has you covered with delicious seafood favorites like fresh grouper, mahi-mahi, salmon, or ahi tuna. Enjoy coconut shrimp, bacon-wrapped shrimp, firecracker shrimp, or succulent sea scallops. And cook-to-order hand-packed burgers, too. Great drink specials, NFL, and college football and live entertainment Thursday through Saturday. The Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar on Southeast 47th Terrace in Cape Coral. To find the fish, you've got to have the right equipment, and that starts with the right boat. Fort Myers Marine has the best selection of flats, bay, and nearshore boats in stock. Fort Myers Marine has been serving Florida's West Coast for over 20 years, with the boats, motors, and trailers to put you on the fish fast. Fort Myers Marine on Fowler Street, just south of Martin Luther King Boulevard in Fort Myers, or online at ftmyersmarine.com. That's ftmyersmarine.com.
Our love is like a ship on the ocean. We've been sailing with a cargo full of love and devotion.
Pull up anchor and make the most of your nautical lifestyle. It's the Boater Map Live with John and John at the helm. Call 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
338-4326. 338-4326 is the number, and I'm sure, Paul, the switchboard is just being inundated with calls right now. So we're going to give Paul a chance to answer the phone lines. 338-4326 is the number. Here at the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, brought to you each and every week by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the waterside. Also, the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey, just across the map. I'm starting to talk like Walter Cronkite.
You like Walter Cronkite?
I do.
Yeah.
I love Walter Cronkite. Is he dead? Paul, is Walter Cronkite still alive?
I think he's
dead?
Passed away.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was sick. Okay, the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey, just across the Matt Lachey Bridge on the right-hand side. It's your number one bike stop destination. They have some frozen bait there. You can dock your boat there. They have extended table service. It's a really, really nice area to sit out and have a bite to eat. They got lots of bands out there. You ever been out there?
I've been out there.
Yeah?
Yeah. They have, when is their bike night? I just seen a sign yesterday.
Thursday's their bike night.
Yes.
I believe. Either that or it's Wednesday.
Even though it's Wednesday.
Either that or it's Wednesday. I forget. But it's on their website. And it's also advertised on the Biker Map, which is a partner to the Boater Map.
That's
now,
right.
the Boater Map is found in over 400 locations in the Tri-County area, and it supports the nautical lifestyle.
Now, when you say Tri-County.
Yeah, Charlotte, Collier, and Lee County.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. Now, if we have, do we have? So we were going to have a guest in the studio. We still might have a guest in the studio. There's a gentleman in the doorway over here that looks like he might be. No. Anyway, where did we leave off? The fact that if I was kayaking for 2 hours, I'd probably have to be hospitalized.
Well, I'd probably have to tow you back.
And you know what? And that's opposed to calling Towboat US?
That's true. That's where we're going.
Towboat US, tell us a little bit about them.
Towboat US is a membership that you buy into for your boat, or I guess a friend's boat, or whatever vessel that you're going to be on the water with. It's like I call it like an insurance policy.
Yeah.
If you go out, you run out of gas, you get stuck on a sandbar,
right?
You hit an oyster bar,
yeah.
Anything, engine catches on fire.
Hit an oyster bar.
Yeah,
that's right. You mean where you go to eat oysters?
Well, yeah. I guess if you hit an oyster bar and you were stuck for 2 hours, you could get one, maybe. I don't know.
See, that's the difference between you and I. When I hear oyster bar, I think of a place where you drive to and
pull up a chair.
Yeah, pull up a chair and eat oysters.
I'm talking about
beer.
I'm talking about the oyster bar out in the sand areas.
Okay. All right.
So, so anyway, if you get stuck or you have an emergency or something like that happens when you're out on your boat, you can call a simple number or hail them over the radio. And they will come and get you and pull you out or help you in some situations, give you some gas, anything like that to their members. You know, they're in Bonita Springs, Sanibel, Captiva, Fort Myers Beach,
Cape Coral.
So any of the area that you're going to be boating locally.
Right.
I mean, this is such a great idea to have towboat. And you get a little card that you can put on your keychain in your boat. That reminds you, it has the number on it, has your member number, all that good stuff. So when you call in, you give them this information, they'll say, we'll be right out to help you out of your situation. And they can even tow you back to your dock, to wherever your house, to wherever you need to go.
Okay. Now, our sister station, the new 93X,
mm-hmm.
There's a morning guy, it's Jeff Zito.
Okay.
And he has a small boat, and he goes out and he crabs out of that boat. And his boat is called the SS Whatnot.
Wow.
And what do you know about crabbing?
Well, I know a lot of crabbers here locally on the island. If he's crabbing, he's probably having an open bow boat, which means there's nothing in the boat but a steering wheel.
Right.
And all the crab pots are stuck behind him.
Yeah.
And he goes into the shallow water and throws his crab.
Knowing Jeff Zito, he probably doesn't go to that extent. He probably has a piece of rope with a chicken neck attached to it.
Is that how he's crabbing?
I think so.
Oh.
I think so. Now, you are a... where were we at? We had kayaks, and I was running out of... Yeah, and then we're talking about fishing
Towboat,
now.
yeah.
Well, we talked about Towboat US.
Yeah.
My boss, Chris, had to use Towboat US.
Yes. In that big storm that you was telling me about?
Yeah, it wasn't really much of a storm.
Oh, yeah,
I told you we were in 4 feet of water, like 15 feet from shore. So
I know. That's what I'm talking about, big storm.
Yeah, but he's not he looks tough, but he's not tough at all.
And you got out, and it was ankle deep.
Yeah, absolutely. and he's a bass fisherman, though.
Right. He is a bass fisherman.
Speaking of bass fishermen and speaking of Chris, he's on the line right now. Good morning, Chris.
Well, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
We are blessed and highly favored. And yourself?
I'm doing well. We got the boat loaded up, ready to go out to my secret hole, do a little bit of bass fishing. I got a northern boy in the car here. And
wait a minute,
I know the guy, that John guy you got with him, does a little bass fishing.
He does.
I'm trying to
he does.
Go ahead.
He's a professional bass fisherman.
We're trying to get through these some of these northern boys' heads that, you don't have to use little tiny baits like you did up north.
No, no.
He's got the little jig on there that's about an inch big, and
Does he have? Is he drop shotting?
No, not really. You know,
That's my dad called me a
no
little
disrespect
jig.
to the Northerners. I lived up north, and we had to use a lot of smaller baits.
Exactly.
Couldn't handle buying, 2-inch.
Now, Captain Brian, who is not a boat captain, but he is the owner of Captain Brian's Off the Hook Comedy Club, he caught, what did he say the other day? He caught 14 bass in like 45 minutes. Is that normal? Chris, did we lose Chris? We lost Chris.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him.
He'll be back.
Yeah, let me find out about that. Keep talking about bass fishing.
Yesterday I went bass fishing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just to check out what was going on in our local area, in the local canal here. Don't know if it's the same place Chris is going. But I caught 45 bass in 2 hours.
Okay, here it is right here. Brian Spena, who is the owner of Captain Brian's Off the Hook Comedy Club on Marco Island and in Bonita, says he caught 14 bass on 22 casts over a cup of coffee.
Now that's pretty good. That's catching them pretty fast.
And there's the picture of one of them.
I see it.
That's a good size one. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's about 2.5, 3 pounds. That's a very good fish, right?
And we
there.
have Captain Chris back on the line. I don't know how much of a captain you are, but you're on the line.
Is that how you guys treat your clients here? And people call in, you just hang up on them?
Yeah, we do. We do, especially when they're 4'9" and 300 pounds, one leg and no eyes. That's you, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I heard what you were saying. I'm hoping to have that kind of day. But no, I was going to see if John wanted to elaborate on that a little bit about the freshwater side of some of these freshwater fishermen going out here into Florida.
Exactly.
If, for instance, I used to use jig and pig a lot up north. And for you bass fishermen, you know that, and the bigger size. But
what was that called again?
I find I don't have luck with a jig and pig.
What? A jig and pig? Is that what you said?
That is correct.
Well, I want to hear about that.
What a jig and pig is a jig is a rubber skirted lead weight hook. Okay.
That's what my dad called me when I was 6.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then the pig part would be the reason it got its name back in the 60s. They used to have a pork rind that they would cut out, yes, and it was called
Uncle Buck's.
That's right, exactly. So it was made out of the pork skin and a little bit of the fatty tissue part, and they would preserve it in a jar, and you'd put that on the back of your jig. So hence the term pig and jig came into play. Now, most of them today are plastic, but the reason the jig doesn't do as good down here in Florida, except for Lake Okeechobee when you throw something big and it's a reaction bite, is these local canals where you're going to be fishing, Captain, is the crayfish are very, very small. There's not many of them in our canal system because of I don't want to say all the chemicals and stuff going into them, but the main forage is shad in our canals and not so much crayfish, so that it tends not to work as good as the shad imitators do. But doesn't mean you can't catch one. I've had some good days on it. It's just very far in between. So
why I say that, my buddy here from up north has got jig and pigs loaded all on his
well, he's
reels in the boat, and I'm letting him know that it's a little shallow. And there's not a big selection of crawfish down here in Florida.
You're absolutely right.
North.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Now, as I mentioned before, I went fishing yesterday for 2 hours. I did catch a lot of fish. They was all small. I didn't have one big fish in the bunch. I caught 45 bass, and most of the fish were caught on flipping worm. The canals are still 79 degrees. Right. 79 degrees this late in the year, so they're still in the summer pattern.
And one more question just for the listeners. I mean, when do you feel the best time for when the bass are going to start bedding in these canals? And start bedding down.
It all depends on water temperature, Chris. Last year they was already heading this way. I was catching some big bass, 7, 8, 9 pounders. They spawned in December last year. Now, if the weather turns and we start getting more and more cold fronts, the fish are going to bed, late December. But I'm betting this year it's going to be more January, about the same time as they bed at Lake O.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we're way far from that right now. So think of when you go out today. I did catch some on rattle trap yesterday, moving it all shallow. Any shallow flat or going into the deep water ledges, they're still there, just like midsummer fishing. So. And
then one more question, I'll let you guys go. I mean, I've had a lot of luck on topwater frog lately, actually, too.
Very good.
I mean, when do you find that they're hitting the best on topwater?
Well, early morning, late afternoon, bass fishing is not dependent on the tides down here like our saltwater fishing is. So if you have that low light condition, or there's some canals with lily pads, patches of grass in it, that's when you want to concentrate on that topwater flog, going over the top of those patches or on the edge of the seawalls, right in the low light before the sun gets real high. I threw topwater yesterday in this one canal, and I didn't have any luck, but every canal is different. You could skip across the street, and the canal will be totally different because of the water clarity, water conditions, how high or low the water is. So I would not hesitate throwing, because Florida is a unique fishery, especially when it comes to topwater. That's what you come down here for, to see a big old bass just inhale a topwater plug.
Oh, yeah. So I appreciate you guys. You're doing a great job, and keep up the good work. And I'll hopefully have some big fish posted on the map Facebook.
Well, very good. I hope y'all have good luck, and hope he catches a big fish on that jig.
Jig and pig.
Jig and pig.
Jig and pig.
There you go.
All right, so jig and pig, you're making me hungry. So
that's pig in a blanket.
Well, that could be. Let's talk about some places where you can get some good food after you have a great day of fishing. Should we do that?
Yeah,
One of the places I like to go to is the Lobster Lady, which is located on Cape Coral Parkway, just after Chiquita on the right-hand side. The Lobster Lady has this great special on Sunday. So if you go there Sunday, first of all, they do serve breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays, starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, all the way up till 2 in the afternoon. One of my favorite things is the New England clam bake on Sunday nights. It's New England steamers, mussels, middle neck clams, potatoes, corn on the cob, andouille sausage, and of course you get a 1 1/4 pound lobster.
No piss clams?
Which is called, I don't know if you could substitute one of the middle necks with piss clams. I don't know.
Okay.
You never know. I don't know. You could always ask. 1 1/4 pound lobster, do you know what they're affectionately called back home? Well, when I say back home in Boston?
No, give it to me.
It's a chicken lobster.
Why's that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because it's 1 1/4 pounds. Sort of like a henway. Have you ever used a henway?
I don't think so.
You don't know about henways?
No.
No?
I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
Henway.
About 2 pounds.
10. Okay, I got it now.
Okay. All right, where do you like to go to eat?
I like to go to the Twisted Conch.
Oh, free pitcher of beer. Mention the Boater Map.
Free pitcher of beer. Mention the Boater Map. Happy hour every day. Live music. They have big TVs in there playing all your sports.
They do. During football season, they have the NFL ticket. Yeah, Jason's a great guy. Go see the Twisted Conch on 47th Terrace. All these advertisers, you can get the actual address, phone numbers, if you want to order something to go or something like that at the boatermap.com, or like us on Facebook at the Boater Map. And all these, there's links to all these businesses, right?
There is.
Okay. What else you got?
You can find everything you want on the Boater Map.
What else you got?
I had the Mermaid Lounge.
Okay. They don't serve food, though.
They don't serve any food, but
they don't. But it's a great place to go.
That's right.
they have a liquor store, and they have Sunday service every Sunday morning.
And it's $1 what?
Bloody Marys?
There you go.
Or a vodka drink, something like that.
Yeah, you was right the first time.
Yeah, a lot of bikers there, too.
You sure?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. I am the biker map.
You are the biker. All right, we have
Okay, Lazy Flamingo is another great place to get a bite to eat on McGregor Boulevard. They have 2 locations, one on McGregor and one on Sanibel. And if you turn that over, what you got right there, I think you might see what you're trying to, or no, that actually put that, give me that.
No, that's Pignoli's.
Yeah, Pignoli's is a good place. But this is the same location. There's a great destination out at the end of Chiquita called Cape Harbor. And you'll see waterfront dining there by Pignoli's. Rum Runners is on the water. They've got long boats at the joint and runarounds. The joint itself, there's music, there's fellowship, and there's fun, all at Cape Harbor.
So you have a lot of different ones to choose from there.
Yeah. Now, you're listening to the Boater Map right now on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. You can reach us at 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN. Or listen online at thefan.am. And we're brought to you each and every week by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. We want to say a special shout out to Alyssa, Lana, Sabrina, and Courtney.
Okay.
They listen every week.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm glad we have a good...
It's a big family.
That's a big family.
It is.
Good deal.
What else you got?
I got Salty Sam's Marina.
Nice place.
And they have the Big Game Waterfront Grill and the Parrot Key Caribbean
They got
Grill.
a pirate ship out there. You can rent a boat out there. It's another destination on the way out to Fort Myers Beach before you go over the big bridge. Take a left-hand turn, and that'll take you right to them.
And a happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. daily.
Okay. Now, what is the fishing conditions do? Actually, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to end the show. We're going to talk just fishing. How's that?
All right, let's do it.
That's your thing.
I can do fishing.
Yeah, I know you can.
All right.
I know you can. Okay, right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, brought to you each and every week by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. You want to take a great cruise on a private vessel, they're the people to see. Check them out on the Boater Map or the Boater Map Facebook page. We're also brought to you by the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey, just across the Matt Lachey Bridge on the right-hand side. And this is we'll be right back on 1240 and 1270 The Fan.
Image Charter and Yacht Sales has been Southwest Florida's premier charter and yacht broker for over 30 years. They can custom tailor your cruise aboard your very own private yacht. For a day, evening, or week-long trip, they can provide what you're looking for. These all-inclusive charters are just waiting. Let them show you Florida from the water side. And if you're looking to purchase, they offer quality vessels that are realistically priced, and they provide unsurpassed service. Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Call 954-816-0171 or find them online at imageyachtcharters.com.
How do you take a great boating experience and make it better? Start with a better boat lift. Fix Marine Supply in Cape Coral offers only the best lifts with no weld aluminum construction, enclosed motors, all aluminum bearings, and a machine-grooved cable winder to protect the drive shaft and wind the cable cleanly every time. Up and over personal watercraft lifts allow smaller craft to be lifted and then rotated over the dock for easy maintenance. For a better lift, call Fix Marine Supply, Cape Coral. Find them online at fixmarinesupply.com.
Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard, Cape Coral Parkway. Winner of Best Seafood Market in Southwest Florida. Eat in or take out. This is the freshest seafood in town. Lobster Lady is Cape Coral's premier seafood market and bistro. Fresh fish, delicious shrimp, scallops, crab, and Lobster Lady's famous live North Atlantic lobster. I suggest starting with the famous lobster bisque with 2 ounces of chunked sweet fresh lobster on top. Lobster Lady's newly expanded bar features beers from around the world and a wine menu including varietals by the glass. Celebrate living in paradise. Visit lobsterladyseafood.com for more information and specials.
Hey, Mary Beth here, the Lobster Lady. And fresh seafood and good wine are my passion. Come in and see our new bar and enjoy the best reasons to live on the Gulf. Seafood. Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
The Lobster Lady, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard and Cape Coral Parkway. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
Sailfish boats at Boaters Landing are built to last. There's no safer or more versatile boat on the water. Sailfish models from 19 to 32 feet available. The Sailfish is great for everything, from tournament fishing to family fun. Powered by Yamaha 4-stroke outboards. Come see the 2014 Sailfish models today at Boaters Landing. Sailfish, demand the difference.
Are you looking for the best bike night on Wednesdays? You'll find it at Old Fish House Marina and Restaurant on Matt Lachey. Old Fish House features fresh off-the-boat seafood in an old Florida atmosphere. Live music every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night. Plus, Saturdays are exciting Saturdays, featuring a different surprise every week. Old Fish House is right on the water in Matt Lachey, 4530 Pine Island Road, just after the Matt Lachey Bridge. From our docks to your table, you won't find fresher seafood. Like them on Facebook or visit oldfishhousemarina.com.
Welcome to Gulf Coast Suzuki Marine Sales and Service and Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida. Gulf Coast Suzuki is the home of the $59 an hour labor rate. That's right, certified marine repair on any vessel for only $59 per hour. Plus, if you're tired of that old boat and want a newer used boat or a brand new vessel, Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida has your boat, as we are a factory direct outlet. That's 2 great companies and 2 great locations in the Cape. 4419 Del Prado Boulevard and 2635 Pine Island Road. Visit our website or call us at 855-355-BOAT.
Everyone knows if you want to catch fish, you gotta use the right bait. Crazy Lure is Cape Coral's premier saltwater and freshwater bait and tackle shop, featuring the best name brands in soft plastics, hard baits, and terminal tackle, plus the largest selection of fresh and frozen baits. And Crazy Lure is your fishing license headquarters. New, out-of-state, or renewals. Open every day at 6 a.m. Crazy Lure, just off Cape Coral Parkway at 4849 Vincennes Street in the Cape. Before you hit the water, go crazy at Crazy Lure Bait and Tackle.
The party never ends at Junkanoo on the Beach. Open daily at 11:30 a.m., Junkanoo on the Beach is a full-service restaurant and bar offering open-air dining overlooking the white sandy beach on the Gulf of Mexico. Both inside and outside seating, and featuring discounted appetizers every Saturday from 11:30 till 3. Plus, half-price pizza every Sunday from 11:30 till 3. Enjoy happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6. Junkanoo on the Beach, 3040 Estero Boulevard, Fort Myers Beach. Online at junkanooonthebeach.com.
What do you call your favorite little seafood restaurant with a sports problem? In Cape Coral, they call it the Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar. From the Caribbean to the Cape, the Twisted Conch has you covered with delicious seafood favorites like fresh grouper, mahi-mahi, salmon, or ahi tuna. Enjoy coconut shrimp, bacon-wrapped shrimp, firecracker shrimp, or succulent sea scallops. And cooked-to-order hand-packed burgers, too. Great drink specials, NFL, and college football and live entertainment Thursday through Saturday. The Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar on Southeast 47th Terrace in Cape Coral. To find the fish, you've got to have the right equipment, and that starts with the right boat. Fort Myers Marine has the best selection of flats, bay, and nearshore boats in stock. Fort Myers Marine has been serving Florida's West Coast for over 20 years, with the boats, motors, and trailers to put you on the fish fast. Fort Myers Marine on Fowler Street, just south of Martin Luther King Boulevard in Fort Myers, or online at ftmyersmarine.com. That's ftmyersmarine.com.
Located at mile marker 135 on the Okeechobee Waterway, Fort Myers Yacht Basin is a well-designed and protected marina. Owned and operated by the City of Fort Myers, the basin is in the middle of historic downtown Fort Myers. It's an easy walk to nearby restaurants, and many festivals and other family-oriented activities are held at Centennial Park next door. The marina's water location is on the south side of the Caloosahatchee River and the Caloosahatchee Bridge in downtown Fort Myers. The City of Fort Myers Yacht Basin, your port of call in the middle of it all.
Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We'd blister in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll.
Keeping it between the navigational beacons. It's the Boater Map Live with John and John at the helm. Call 338-4326. That's 338-4-FAN.
What is that?
I don't know. I think it sounds like something nautically related from a boat.
Okay, that's the engine.
I thought it was a horn. Some sort of steam.
Man,
No?
No.
You're listening to the Boater Map Live here on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, brought to you each and every week by Image Charter and Yacht. Doing my sportscaster voice.
Just go ahead.
Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Also by the Old Fish House, Matt Lachey. Paul, does that sound like a sportcaster voice? Yeah? What a bright, sunshiny day. Here's the Boston Red Sox prepare to do baseball battle against the San... You know, I could do that. Anyway, this is... I'm not well.
How long can you keep that up, though?
Oh, I could do it forever if I
okay.
had to. Sure.
All right.
Sure. Anyway, I got my Boston Bruins shirt on there in first place.
I see that.
Yeah. I'm Bostonian. Anyway, I'm getting way off the track. 1240 and 1270 The Fan is what you're listening to. The Boater Map Live is the individual show. Paul is answering the phones at 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN. Or you can listen online at thefan.am. And we are brought to you by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the waterside and the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey with its bike night every Wednesday night. Your number one motorcycle stop destination. Lots of people ride there. Lots of people boat there. It's a great place to go. And if you're quitting smoking and you're looking for vaping supplies, are you familiar with that, John? Vaping?
It's
this thing right here.
I see that. A lot of friends
Looks like
are doing
pipe.
the vaping thing, but I'm not familiar because I've never smoked or done that. So
okay, well, it's probably good that you didn't. But if for those listeners out there, Downtown Vapor is the place to go. They have got 2 locations on 41 in South Fort Myers and also on Boy Scout. No, yeah, Boy Scout. I think that's the name. Yeah. Otherwise, just go to the Boater Map on Facebook. Check out the advertisers there, and you'll find Downtown Vapor.
Then I have They have all your, is it flavors?
Oh, they got flavors.
Flavors, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's weird. You can get anything from like, what you do is I'm an ex-smoker. So you start by using something that tastes like cigarettes. And then it gets so nasty that you don't want a cigarette flavor anymore. But your body is still addicted to the nicotine because there's some nicotine in these liquids. And then I've weaned myself down from 32 milligrams of nicotine to 6.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
good. And it's mine's strawberry flavored.
Strawberry.
Yeah, I'm a manly man.
There you go.
All right, now we're here at the Boater Map Live. We talk about all things nautically related. One of the things is a new advertiser we'd like to welcome on board. You like that, on board?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and that's called Coastline Boat Lift Covers. This is a guy named Tom who came up with this. He didn't come up with this idea, but there was one other guy out there doing boat lift covers that was a jerk, and nobody wanted to do business with him. So Tom decided, well, I'll try it once, and it's grown into this very, very good business. And it's called Coastline Boat Lift Covers, and you will see them on the next edition of the Boater Map, which is January, February, March edition. So so if you need a boat lift cover, you know how to get one.
Are there still slots left for the Boaters Map?
No, there are not.
They are sold.
It is sold out. It sells out every edition.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you have, if somebody wanted to get in to the Boaters Map, they would call, and you would place them on a holding list, or how would that work?
Well, it depends on each edition is structured in a little bit different way, so we can move ads around. So generally speaking, the Boater Map is a quarterly publication. So you can call me at 321-3261. That's 321-3261. Or leave a message on the Facebook or the boatermap@gmail.com, and you can get through to us that way, and I'll call you and visit with you.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I do.
I know. That's what you do.
Let's talk about some of the premier, they're all premier, but some advertisers that we haven't mentioned yet that we want to get in before we end the show.
We got Fort Myers Marine, located in downtown Fort Myers, on Fowler Street. They're your premier skinny water fishing headquarters, and we're talking about Shearwater, Blackbird, Sterling, and Hughes boats.
Right.
Come see them, and you can also get your oil for your outboards there.
Yeah. Another place that does similar stuff, or actually more boat sales, is Boaters Landing. And Boaters Landing is located on 41 and has been owned by the same family since 1917 or something like that, ever since they invented boats. I'm kidding.
They're the Four Winds.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And they got they've got a large inventory.
Exactly.
Okay. What do you got?
I got the Boathouse.
Yeah.
Located on Cape Coral on 46th Street. They have a huge selection of new and used boats, parts and service, and they're your hurricane headquarters.
What does that mean?
That means they specialize in hurricane deck boats.
Also, they have this incredibly large building that they just bought that is bigger, is like the size of a city block for storage.
It was located right across the canal from.
No, it's on the same side.
Same side.
Yes,
okay.
You turn right on 46th Street. You've got the Boathouse right there, and right after the Boathouse is this huge storage
So the one
building.
right behind them.
Yes.
Okay.
They've just obtained that.
And they're going to put boats in it. They're going to store boats.
Oh, yeah, they are storing boats right now.
Oh, right now. They already done it.
Nice. Yeah, it's up and running.
Good deal.
Okay, what happens if we're going out to Volquilia in that way?
If you're going
what do you got up there? I think there's Pineland Marina.
The Pineland Marina is on the way to Peculiar.
Yeah, Tarpon Lodge.
Tarpon Lodge is on your left, and Pineland Marina has a boat ramp, boat storage. They also have a charter that goes out of there, Island Girl Charters. And Tarpon Lodge, you can stay there. They have a restaurant there you can eat.
Yeah.
Island Girl guide service.
Yeah, Island Girl Charters. That sounds kind of exotic.
It's a big boat, and they actually can drive you around up to the islands, the barrier islands around there. I think they also do trips if you live on the island.
Uh-huh.
They take your food,
but
your
girls
clothes.
Drive you?
Well, probably not.
Okay.
But it's a catchy name.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, another place right in downtown Fort Myers that you might have just heard the commercial for is the City of Fort Myers Yacht Basin. Leaf and Denise, you'll see them when you walk in. They're right there. They're there every day. They've expanded, and it is you can dock your boat there for the day, I think, for free. Is that correct?
That is correct. He said that if you pull up
right,
and you want to visit the downtown shops or eateries there,
right,
that they would come help you dock your boat, and there was no charge for that.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, another
awesome.
good, we forgot to, so we're talking about these places that sell boats and places to dock your boat and get off and eat lunch is Rob's place on Fort Myers Beach. It's called Nervous Nellie's.
Nervous Nellie's.
Nervous Nellie's has such great food, mainly because their chef is from New England. That's probably why.
Is that why?
I think so. But you can dock, they have free dock service. In other words, you pull up there, they will dock your boat for you. Okay, if you're like a novice and you don't really, you're a little bit nervous about docking a boat, they'll dock it for you. They'll tie it up. I almost said tether again. That's not proper nautically term. And then they'll watch it and they'll gas it up, whatever you need. Well, your gas isn't free, but and in fact, I don't think there's gas there. I think that's a lie. So, but then you go inside and they've got a wonderful the whole back of the restaurant is all glass, so you see out to the water. Or there's two decks. There's a below deck, and then there's Ugly's waterfront deck, which they say everybody looks good on the ugly deck.
I like that.
I guess so, I think.
Yeah, everybody looks good at the ugly deck.
So I wonder...
So it's a concierge service.
It is. And it's free, and the food is absolutely great, and good-sized portions, too.
That's what I like there.
You know, I don't like going into restaurants with these little tiny, little green things and stuff like that, and then it just because it looks good, like it looks like a piece of art. Fine, take a picture of it, hang it on a wall. I almost use the F word.
What?
Yeah, you hang it because it's making me angry. I want food when I go to eat.
That's because you're a Bostonian.
Yep, that's right.
That's right.
That's right. And Nervous Nellie's gives me plenty of food.
Exactly.
Okay, and you got a couple minutes left. What else do we want to talk about?
We have Gulfside Marine. We didn't mention them, so we're going to throw them in.
They're on Matlacha.
Pine Island Road in Matlacha, Florida. They're your Honda Marine Repower headquarters.
Okay, give us a fishing report for today in a minute and a half.
Okay, one fishing report for today. I think it's going to be 84, 85 degrees today. The fishing is fantastic today. So get your bait, get out there, your live bait, redfish, snook, trout, snapper, sheephead. I even seen some cobia being caught off the piers.
Somewhat.
Cobia. It's a big fish that lives in the ocean.
Well, I assume that.
Very good to eat. Has stripes down it. People love catching them. They can weigh upwards of 70 pounds. So get out there, get fishing. It's going to be a little breezy today, but the fish are still going to be biting.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening. Join us each and every Sunday from 8 to 9 for the Boater Map Live here on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. We are brought to you each and every week by Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side and the old fish house on Matlacha. Have a blessed day, everybody.